Hey guys, how are we? So it's Friday here in Athens and it's cold, but it's not too cold. Lovely weather, the sun's out as opposed to the last couple of days. Been off for about a week and a half. We've been getting a new internet line connected. So we've been going with Vodafone over here, giving that a shot. So it's about 100 megabytes a second. And upload speeds are about 11 megabytes. So nothing huge, but it's not too bad. Probably similar to Australia in a lot of ways. And they probably spend a lot less in Australia on their national broadband network. So anyway, so we're back online now. So I've got a few emails saying what's happening, where are you? And it's just that we're not gone dark on purpose. It's just a matter of not having an internet connection. So it's hard doing things on mobile data plans, right? Things have changed over here in the last week or two. So what we're seeing at the moment is a big change in restrictions for unvaccinated people going into a lot of shops. You can still go to the supermarkets and etc. But to go to department stores or even go to optometrists or something like that, you need to be vaccinated or have a negative PCR test 48 hours prior to entering the establishment. So basically things are starting to change here, and it's not that it's a bad thing. I just can't see it lasting, to be honest. I think a lot of Greek businesses will go bankrupt before too long, and it's going to really dampen the Greek economy. So, but that's the government, and they're taking their orders from the EU. So I think Angela Merkel was here a couple of weeks back, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now maybe. And subsequent to that, all these restrictions have come in. So thanks, Angela. We love you. So yeah, a lot of changes, but that's okay. Look, as I always say, keep calm and carry on. And nothing that we can do to change these policies. They're unsustainable policies, but not that I want to get all political. I worry about the Greek people and the Greek economy because there's not really any welfare. Greece is not a welfare state, and if you want to get ahead, you got to work. So it's like everyone else. So when you restrict people's business by limiting who can and can't enter your premises, you've got big problems. I think about 102 million Americans are unvaccinated. So if they did that in America, there's about a third of your economy that's basically pulling out of the economy, so to speak. And what you're going to see is Amazon go through the roof because everybody will be buying online. So it's only helping the big conglomerates. So we're going to see some big changes over the next little while. And I think what you will see is massive civil unrest before long. And but anyway, that's the way it is. So that's the news for Greece at the moment. We do have restrictions coming in. The other interesting thing is the least vaccinated country in Europe is Switzerland. And the Swiss are very smart people. So keep an eye on that. They have a referendum on the 28th of November, I think. The Swiss are directly involved in their democracy, and they have got a referendum over different mandates on the 28th of November, so keep an eye on that. But they have the least amount of people who have taken the vaccine. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. The last week or two, there's been 10 massive explosions that have broken out in China. So you're not talking just minor explosions. You're talking massive explosions. I mean, ISIS type stuff. The other thing that's of particular interest, particularly to me, is these explosions are high yield detonations. So these things are military grade. You can always tell military grade explosives. They burn fast. The shock waves are a lot stronger than normal, say a gas explosion or anything like that. Military grade explosives will rip through things because of the shock waves. Now, some of these explosions in China have been felt over 20 kilometers away. That gives you an understanding of the level of of what's going on here. And there's been 10 of those in the last 10 days. So it's interesting, particularly the timing, because there's a plenary in China, which basically is a lead up to voting Xi Jinping into another couple of years of ruling China. So keep that in mind. Watch China, and it's one of the things that I've been saying for over 10 years. Most people don't understand what China is about. China's made up of 57 different people groups. Most of them speak different dialects. So when you understand that, it's not one harmonious civilization. China has been brought together by force in the 1963 Cultural Revolution, and it had been brought together in force a couple of times before, and it had ripped itself apart. As I said, it's made up of 57 different people groups. Most of them speak their own dialect, and that's the real key. When people have got their own dialects and their own culture, you're always going to have division, because they're always going to see things differently. So keep that in mind. So watch China at this point. It could, quite frankly, it could cause a war just to try and solidify its power within China. So keep an eye on that. Don't be naive to this. So watch Taiwan. That's the big thing that we're watching at the moment. Once Taiwan goes, then you're probably going to see the whole region explode. So keep that in mind. Anyway, hope you're well, and subscribe to Overseas Exiles YouTube channel. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Go to overseas-exile.com and sign up. And the Overseas Exiles Facebook group, there's quite a few people, and it's growing really quickly, and we've almost got the forum up and running. We're just running through a few more tests at the moment, but we should be finished pretty soon. Anyway, guys, thanks heaps, and stay in touch, and we'll release another video soon.